Are we going?
Yeah.
Yes. Yay.
It's working. Yay.
Oh, wait, real quick.
Let's say some thank yous to people. Thank you for this. I believe Mike D from, I think, Mad Trip Designs. Thank you for these cool little pictures of us.
Yeah.
He sent some nice cards with a nice message on them.
Thanks for the MREs.
And then we got this dude named John who doesn't want to plug. He chooses to remain anonymous. Like most of our fans, they're ashamed to let people know they listen.
Of course. It would be
Which hurts the pod, because you kind of want people to tell others about the pod.
No, we're never going to go anywhere, really. I mean, let's be honest about that.
I love where we're at right now. And I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable. I think we're getting a little bit too many listeners. And if some of you guys want to back off, I'm happy with it.
I like the idea of an AA for podcast listeners.
Yeah.
Like, hi, my name's Connor. I've been listening to Hate Watch for 3 years now.
They go, what's that? You go, you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
My darkest hours. Yeah.
By the way, sort of related, I have in my Instagram bio, my bio is community page for sharking and gooning. And last night, I was having the sweetest heart-to-heart with this old black lady Uber driver.
Yeah.
She was telling me she opened up. She was a domestic abuse victim, and she was going through it, and she was all alone and shit.
Yeah.
And it was the sweetest, most loving conversation. We exchanged Instagrams at the end. And then she drops me off. She goes, what the hell is sharking and gooning?
Did you tell her?
No, I just...
How'd you guys get into...
You're like, I'll show you. I can show you right now. Come up to my apartment.
What is sharking?
You run up to somebody at a bus stop, you jack off onto them, come on them, and then run off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's like, okay. It's like a real crime.
I like that you telling her that point blank. She's like, what's sharking? And you're like, well, it's when you run up on something you drink.
She goes, that happened to me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That happened to me as a kid, baby.
You have a good time, baby.
She goes, so that's what that was called that happened to me.
So this...
My boyfriend used to do that shit to me before he hit me.
Finally has a name.
How'd you guys get into rape? Your drive, it's like a 5-minute drive home.
Wait, it wasn't rape. It was domestic abuse.
She got beat by her...
domestic abuse.
Yeah. She got punched.
Oh, tomatoes.
Anyways, real quick. So this guy, John, sent them. Then there's this dude that sent Devan a bunch of Koei cards. The guy has a podcast called Little Sassy, Little Disturbed. They have a podcast. Very funny. Check it out.
These. I mean, these are like, look at this. That's a Daniel Gibson, Shannon Brown card. I mean, I know you guys don't know anything about that.
But huge NBA insider stuff. And then I was on an episode of their podcast. They called in, and these retards... They fucked it up, and the episode doesn't exist. They like the audio is broke.
That's classic podcasting.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny. They're funny dudes. Little Sassy, Little Disturbed. They're out in like the Pacific Northwest. Oh, and he sent me some T-shirts that were good. And then so these decals.
They're upstairs.
So, anyways, some guy makes really good decals for cars, like stickers that go on cars.
Yeah, I already have a plan for that.
Is it a surprise you don't want to say?
No, I'm going to put it on my hunk of shit car.
That's what we're saying.
Literally saying no.
I'm going to drive around in a
prank you.
Hate Watch jalopy.
On the way over, the idea was to prank you by putting it on your car.
No, I mean, it's why would I be offended by that? It would make my car look better. Like, that's the only way anyone would, my car's the only car that should have those on.
Yeah.
Because it's a piece of shit.
I want to put it on like Benz as a prank.
Yeah.
But then so that guy's name is Mike Jacobson, and his decal company on Instagram is called Mass Wraps.
Okay.
So and then he has like a watch company as well, and it's idiot.watch on Instagram. And I looked it up. Those decals cost like thousands of dollars.
Oh,
wow. Well, it'll be in a junkyard in a year on my car. But thank you.
Dude is a legend. And he sent a bunch of other really nice shit. And I made fun of him as a goof on my story because I was fake disappointed about my part of the gift.
Yeah.
Sent John MRAs and stuff.
Oh, he's the guy sending them. Thank you, buddy.
And then he felt bad, and he sent me more shit. I haven't even checked it yet, but he sent me another package that I have to check. So thank you to all you guys. And if you send something and I forgot to thank you, please just message me.
A guy
flipping out at me
2 days ago send me on Reddit, send me a message, be like, "What's up, faggot?" And then send me a picture of a loaded gun. And I just sent a frowny face emoji back. I don't like seeing that.
Like, please, sir, no, don't do that.
I was like, stop. And then 2 days later, he was like, "I'm sorry, dude."
Yeah. There's that one video of that guy smashing his computer with a gun.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because he hated you so much.
That kicked ass. That was amazing.
That guy turned out to be really nice. I was in talks with him for a bit.
If
Yeah.
I'm eliciting an emotion from you, then,
I was
you know.
in talks with him. It's what have we done? We're not even like kind of sick. Like we're like.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what you would define us success-wise as. Like, it makes like, what are shows that are actually big? Are they just getting like rifles sent to them and like
Probably,
death threats?
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Maybe like no more new listeners. Can we cap it?
I like our listeners. I want all.
I'm
want it
saying
to
let's
keep
keep all the
growing,
current
yeah.
ones.
I mean, we watch videos of like the next level of what this fame is. There's YouTube channels dedicated to being like, this guy sucks and this is why. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's a crazy
know.
level.
I know.
Imagine watching like a 40-minute like YouTube documentary about how John's fat and gay. Like that'd be incredible. Like,
yeah. Well, that's this podcast is that.
Yeah,
It's,
that is
it's
that.
a living documentary about how John is fat and gay, and people are sending him MREs to live off of.
This is a documentary actually.
It's a yeah.
this podcast doesn't exist. We just
Hey, you guys don't know this. Werner Herzog's behind the camera every week.
we did like a boyhood thing on John
Call
actually.
him gay and fat again. Look at his beady eyes.
The testicle man with beady eyes lives in an office.
What's crazy to me is I'm thinking like, will there be like, will my grandkids have like a living like media? They could just watch hundreds of hours of me just like being
Yeah.
racist and saying faggot and like,
Yeah.
That's how the
that's
internet works.
crazy.
Yeah.
I know, that's so fun.
That won't matter.
I could sit them on my lap.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah. They'll be like, "This is horrible," as they're loading rifles to go
Yeah,
shoot up their
yeah.
school. I mean, you know, there's other.
All my
issues in
grandkids
the
are
future.
trans. It was wonderful.
They're gonna be so busy with their loose sphincters and their Nazi genetics. They're gonna be like, "Oh, he gay bashed it. He's like a fat retard on a podcast. Who cares?"
Gives a shit. I'm wanted for murder. I'm 9. We have some very interesting real life updates here. If you've been following the show for the last month, Joey's home was broken into. What was it, like November 9th, I
Yes.
believe? And at the same time, there was there was reports of a serial killer in L.A. A serial killer, a man killing homeless people, and they got him the other day. His name is Jared Powell. The Twisted Path of Jared Powell, from jock to accused L.A. serial killer. And Joey started reading a little more into this.
Well, the first thing was because we talked about this. It's like a known LA story.
Yeah.
So then I was just like curious. I'm like, yeah, I wonder if they caught the LA serial killer yet. Looked it up, and there were not that picture, but there's a mugshot of him, and I'm like, that looks exactly like the guy that broke into my apartment. So then, yeah, I started Googling a little bit, and I'm like, all right, so he broke into my apartment on November 9th.
Damn it, Devin.
What did he do?
You want to search Google and just type go and enter.
It's insane.
It's like a classic Otter move.
Look at him.
Oh man, that's scary, dude.
Look
He
at
could have
him.
fucked your ass.
I don't think so.
Okay, so, well, we don't know
John
yet,
would have tried to become
but-
friends with him, but yeah, that's a whole
Like, I'd be like, you're my best friend now.
So this is where Joey started putting the pieces together because, okay, they sent a team to get fingerprints, and we were all pretty confused by like why they would do that over just like a stupid break, and especially in our current LA
Where nobody
they
got
don't-
hurt.
They don't investigate shit now. So Joey's kind of putting the pieces together, and then he reads this LA Times article, and 2 days after the break-in, he killed a man in the Arts District.
No, not 2 days after,
2
but
weeks before, right?
no. So November 9th was the break-in, and then like when was Thanksgiving?
November, like,
23rd or
What,
no,
so it was like
later.
the day after Thanksgiving. He killed a guy in the Arts District,
okay, so he
2 blocks
in a
away
B&E.
from where I
The first
live.
week-
in a B&E, right?
No, the
broke
B&E came later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the B&E is okay. So he was killing homeless people, and then he upgraded. He's like, I'm going to kill like a guy.
Yeah,
Not that homeless people aren't people.
No,
but
I get what you're saying.
in the
you
eyes
know,
of the police, that is what
That's how
happened.
they look at it.
Because there wasn't even a real investigation until he killed an actual person.
A harder target.
in a B&E.
if you die in LA, if you get shot in LA, and you don't have like you don't your car isn't registered, like you don't have a car,
Yeah,
then,
what
like,
do
you're
they
not.
They throw you in a mass
They go, it's the
grave,
same. It's
yeah.
like, oh, really? What should we investigate? Ducks dying by the lake? I mean, nobody cares.
Yeah, what do they even say when you call like 911? You're like, "There's a homeless man who's been murdered." They're like, "Good,
Yeah,
that's great."
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
What do you want us to send? The
I don't
dump
know.
truck?
Yeah.
Street sweepings tomorrow. Sorry, but it's like, yeah, it's bad.
Actually, the city hired this man to get rid of homeless people. That's what's going on.
I think he's a hero.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. So here's the timeline. The first to die was 37-year-old Jose Bolaños, who was sleeping on a couch in an alley in Vermont Vista around 3 a.m. I mean, listen, he probably was upset. He goes, this guy doesn't have a job, and he's like just snoozing. He's a lazy member of society.
Just get a job.
Just get a goddamn job. He's trying to wake him up. He's like, dance, dance, get out there, apply. What are the websites you can apply? Get on fucking.
Indeed.
The LA serial killers, the DeVry guy. You're sitting there on the couch doing nothing and watching your life pass you by.
This guy's firing in the air. He goes, indeed, motherfucker, do you have it? So, I don't know. I'm like, the jury's still out on if Jared Powell's a bad guy to me. 24 hours later, though, 62-year-old Mark Diggs was shot as he pushed a shopping cart in the Arts District, November 26th.
That's where I live. It's a very small neighborhood.
And what's your address again?
Very good.
And November 9th, you had the break-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was getting braver and braver. Because, like, you know, they like when people get stabbed, there's like the test wounds first. Because people don't know how hard to stab people.
This is a common serial killer path.
They start stealing panties and they start breaking into
It's referred
Joey's
to
apartment.
by the FBI as like a prowler period, where they're just looking and they're watching and they're like, I kind of want to kill somebody.
Can I get
so
away
I'm just
with
gonna
this?
follow them. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go into a place.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, now I have to do it, and then they escalate.
Do you think when a black guy like this, because he was driving around a $60,000 BMW, he looks pretty fly. He wore like a lot of like sick gear and stuff.
He was just like wearing torn up jeans and shit.
Yeah, he was wearing like
Like
those
fashionable torn up.
torn up
Yeah.
jeans. See, he wasn't like crusty torn up jeans. But like, do you think like when the black community finds out about this guy, like his family, they like consider him like a race traitor because he's doing white things, like being a serial killer?
Well, that was my favorite thing. We saw that documentary about the black Compton serial killer, Lenny.
The Grim Reaper.
The Grim Sleeper.
The Grim Sleeper. The Grim Sleeper killed over 90 prostitutes throughout the course
Yeah.
of like 50 years.
And the funniest part of the doc was they like just black people's reaction to finding out that he was a serial killer. And they'd just be like, so how he was your neighbor? Like, how do you feel? And they just go, Lenny was a weirdo.
Yeah.
Lenny's a weirdo.
Yeah, the whole documentary is just interviews of people that have lived there for 50 years. They're just like, just don't go by Lenny's house. He wild as hell, boy.
He all methodical and shit. I don't know,
Lenny,
man.
wow.
Some white shit.
Lenny crazy as hell. Who knows what he be doing in that Winnebago? Yeah, no, no one investigated that forever because it was the ghetto.
But so this guy, he has a sick BMW and he dresses well and stuff. And it's because he sued Santa Monica for $700K because they ran him over on the beach. He was like napping on the beach.
with one of those sand.
Oh, they were trying to play
Yeah.
real life GTA 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And then so he won $700K, bought a sick BMW. And then I think he must have spent all his money and like, all right, I'm just going to start killing people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Powell, 33, was taken into custody after a traffic stop in Beverly Hills the same day Alvarez was killed. His car was linked to a follow home robbery on November 26th, so he killed 2 people that day, in which Nicholas Cimbalon, an employee of the L.A. County Chief Executive's office, was shot and killed after pulling into the garage of his San Dimas home. I don't even know people.
So
live in
it was
San Dimas.
another breaking and entering.
You guy pulled into Raging Waters to go to sleep? Am I right, folks? San Dimas.
Is that a theme park or what is that?
Shit. Yeah, it's Raging Waters. Anyway,
Very good.
Little SoCal humor for the people at home. But so he upgraded. He goes, I'm gonna kill a guy with like a roof over his head.
Yeah.
And so this is him. This is his mugshot. And so Joey then started.
Oh,
doing,
let me real quick. Let me give you a little bit more background on this before we get to the video. So I've been on the phone nonstop with detectives ever since I saw that mugshot. I'm like, that's fucking him. I started calling all my detectives. I started doing FOIAs. I got like.
Yeah.
I fucking bump my FOIA 3 times a day, just going like, hey guys, where's the update of my FOIA? I think there's like a murder involved now with this crime. Harassing. These motherfuckers won't respond to me. So then I finally just became my own detective, contacted my neighbor who I know has a ring, and I said, please check the ring on November 9th around noonish.
I can't believe they save their footage. That's extra every month. I don't.
Well,
know
I looked it up, and it's like 60 days is the default storage time.
Oh, so you're right. You got this by the skin of your teeth, bro.
November,
We're only like a week or
December.
so.
No, I got like another.
Oh, it's November. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I'm retarded.
Okay, so this is the ring video of the guy, and you guys tell me this doesn't kind of seem like him.
That's him, dude.
This is him.
Yeah, that's fucking him, dude.
That's the serial killer. That's the serial killer, dude. Joey. I think the serial killer literally
him.
was
And
in
you
your
said-
home.
It's like the
And
craziest
by the
thing.
way, when I first saw his face, I'm like, that looks exactly like him. But I was still like, this is too good to be true. Like, so this can't be
too good to be true.
It is
It's like
too
a
good. It's
true
crazy,
crime
yeah.
fan. It's like this is somebody breaks in.
I'd say his-
What do you want? Like, you don't want a cat burglar. You want to look into the eyes of a manhunter. You know,
Yeah.
And you know
a
what?
sick, twisted psychopath.
He's like looking up the Hate Watch podcast on his fucking. How long do you think he followed you for?
I don't think
you think he followed you?
No, I don't think he followed me because I didn't leave my bed
I think it's-
all day.
I'd say
Yeah, he was probably like, "What's this guy doing?" in
He got
there?"
to Joey's
probably was
apartment
with
and he
you.
was like, "Oh, that's not John. I'm gonna get out of here."
I honestly have a hunch that I feel like because this is when he was trying to upgrade to killing real people in homes and stuff.
Sounds insane. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
didn't.
wild.
What did you say?
It's just really funny to classify as real people and not real people.
Oh yeah.
So this is when he was trying to kill real people, like where going in like where they have like
Jobs
bills and
and
stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think he was
A soul
gonna do Joey first, and then he goes in and Joey's all hungover, and I think he goes like, man, this guy gives off outdoor vibes. Like this
Let
guy
me
is
kill
just
somebody
as-
that has more to live for.
He's like, this is like a homeless guy inside. This is not satisfying. Me.
Joey's just screaming squatters' rights the second guy breaks in. You can't evict me, squatters' rights.
Because he just left. And
Yeah.
I mean, you were in bed. You were.
So my theory about why he didn't kill me, maybe first of all, he was in the Prowler period, and then second of all, I think that if you listen to the audio on this,
I couldn't hear
he
anything.
notices.
You keep saying he says fuck. I don't hear him
I don't
ever.
hear anything.
Well, so my neighbor, I actually didn't hear it either, but my neighbor said that. He says if you listen, you can hear him say fuck. I can't hear any audio right now.
Yeah. Well, there's really no audio.
Well,
Okay,
Wait, go back.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Faintly, you could hear
Go back,
something.
try it again.
Be quiet.
He doesn't say fuck. It's just like a
saying.
noise. But
my neighbor
he's also
told
just
me that he says, let me see this.
So reckless. You know, mask on the chin. You know, just what a mask hole.
He says you can. So he goes,
His
I
biggest
checked
crime
my
is
ring
being
camera.
a mask hole.
I checked my ring camera for November 9th around noonish, and I think I caught the thief on camera. You can even hear him curse "fuck" when he noticed my camera.
I think
Yeah.
they're just all
Well-
like, into the case and trying to like.
It was very
I
nice
think
of
he
you.
heard it, and we don't hear it.
But very nice of you to not like let them know that you think it's a serial killer, because they would freak out. The average
Yeah.
person would freak out. So
Yeah, I
Your
didn't
neighbor's
mention
gay
that.
too, right?
Yeah.
They'll lose their shit, dude.
I didn't
Gays
mention
hate
it.
serial killers.
I gotta give it up, man. Black people kick
They
so
get
much
killed
ass.
so often.
Black
They're like
people-
next to white women.
Black
True.
people are so cool. Even if you're like a fucking serial killer, the guy's like, I ain't pulling my pants up. Like,
He's sagging on his way to
I
kill.
don't give a fuck. I'm on the run, motherfucker. I don't give a shit. Like,
Well, why'd he pick Joey? That's the thing I'm
I
trying to
think
figure out.
he
Why-
saw
picking
the
anybody.
balcony.
Out of all the balconies, and like, there's like,
That's why it was so. That's why this
Like, why
probably
did he
sounds
choose-
retarded to
He
a
looks
lot.
like he knows
Johnny,
where he's
that's
going.
why this probably sounds retarded to a lot of people because it sounds so unreal. It sounds like something a podcaster would just make up.
No,
as
this
a
is-
crazy
that's the
story,
guy.
or somebody who's obsessed with true crime wants to be interesting. They're like, oh, I bet it's a serial killer that it was in my apartment. No, and I'm a skeptical guy. I don't. I usually crazy shit
have
happens to
ODD.
me,
You're
and
the
I just don't
opposite,
even
yeah.
mention it. I'm just like, whatever.
Joey's
Like, I
the
don't-
most skeptical guy ever. So when Joey was like, "This is like weird," but
And
it
then-
kind of looks very similar to the guy I saw in my home.
He looked identical to the guy, and even still, I was just like, all right, I don't, probably just a similar coincidence. And then,
I think he looks like a rapper.
well, once I saw the footage and I put all the pieces together,
I saw him. I've seen you on BET.
Okay, 106 in Park. Why don't you relax?
Oh, okay, big boy in the mornings here.
Charlamagne the God over here.
Okay, so here's a little news story on it. I mean, this is the talk of the town right
what
now.
were you saying though? Why do you think he chose? Like, what were you saying? It's kind
Because
of
he
crazy.
saw the Ring doorbell,
Yeah.
so he was like, well, fuck, that kind of scares me away from, because he probably was like, all right, no camera's sick. This might be a great place for my first kill.
Yeah.
I just don't get why he would choose that floor, choose your apartment, and he looked like he knew kind of where he was going.
It is
you
weird
know what
to
I mean?
choose
Like
the-
he was very direct on his phone.
Why that floor? I could be
Well, he was
anybody's
reading.
guess.
He was reading our Reddit.
He was posting a thread about how you guys complained about your dad's being poor.
Yeah, right.
And then, but so who knows what floor? But I was reading like an expert broke down his crimes, and they were like, "Well, this is a truly random psychopath. Like there's no most serial killers have an MO they don't break from. Right? So it's like if you like they'll usually only kill homeless people.
Yeah.
But this guy killed homeless people. That guy in his nice garage in a B&E and then like whatever, a random arts district apartment. So I think it was just like really bad luck or good luck, depending on how you look at it. Good luck, in my opinion. But yeah, I thought that's my theory. By the way, I could still be wrong.
You could be wrong. It's pretty coincidental, though. It's pretty weird.
Right now, I'm like 95% sure that it was the serial killer.
Because if it was just a guy breaking in, he didn't need to go in your line of sight of your doorway. He could have taken your laptops and stuff. Like,
it was a very unusual break-in, and his reaction, he wasn't like drunk or fucked up. He didn't seem like he's dressed nice. He didn't seem that desperate. There's a lot easier ways to like steal shit to make money.
It's very serial killer.
His reaction was weird.
It's very like Anton Chigurh just breaking in and having a glass of milk.
Exactly.
You know,
I think
that's what serial killers do.
Discharging a firearm in there, like people would have heard it. He would have had to go down a staircase. There would have been a million cameras.
And he only
knew there was a
shot
camera
people,
in
right?
there.
That's the only thing he did was shoot.
I think he shot him.
And
Shot
also
everybody
like,
in the head.
I think he knew if he was like, you would have fought back. You're like a.
Well, you
you're
can't
like a
fight
bigger
a
guy.
bullet into the head.
No, I'm saying if he tried to like physically attack you.
I
in
think you
some
could.
way.
I would probably
Oh, you
dodge the
catch it with your
bullet.
teeth,
Yeah.
dude.
You put it in a
I'd be like
chokehold.
Devan's dad where I'd block it with my phone. I would do a tactical turn.
All right, let's see what the old ABC's got
A
to say.
suspected serial killer wanted in connection with a series of murders here in Los Angeles has been captured. Police say Jared Joseph Powell was targeting the homeless. They, in fact, say some of the victims were shot while they were sleeping on the sidewalk. He's also accused of following home a 42-year-old father of two, robbing and murdering him, and leaving him for dead in his own garage. Now, Los Angeles law enforcement agencies are now looking into whether the suspect could be tied to other cases as well. ABC News' Alex Stone is joining me, along with ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer. Gentlemen, thank you for being here with us. And so, Alex, let's start here with you. Police say that Powell murdered someone every day for 4 days straight. A horrifying thought. Let's start, though, with how authorities tracked him down. We initially saw these sort of grainy images of him and a vehicle. Where did it go from there?
Yeah, so this came down to technology in Beverly Hills. The detectives in that murder that you were talking about of the IT worker, they got a license plate off of that crime scene. They were able to put it into a law enforcement database. And Beverly Hills has a very unique, controversial civil rights activists don't like it. Beverly Hills has been sued a number of times. A system where the...
Riding around a fucking $60,000 BMW.
I mean, like,
Well, it's from that settlement.
yeah.
yeah.
That's the first thing he bought when he won that $700K.
The city is blanketed with license plate readers, with cameras where they can pick up anybody moving in and out of the city of Beverly Hills. And last week, when he moved into Beverly Hills, when he drove in, alarms started going off. They knew he was there. They were able then to direct officers in to make the arrest, and they got him that way.
Wow.
This is an example of how the technology is evolving in policing, that it worked.
Sick.
That's crazy.
We live in a police state.
Also,
I do not
stop
feel
fucking
safe.
telling serial killers how to get away with it. Because now I'm like grateful about the police state.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, God, dude, that he could have shot me in the head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it was him. Well, they got the fingerprints. There's no way they're not going to come back to you and go like, yeah, it was him.
Well, no. So here's what is.
But
Gonna
I feel like that would cause hysteria. I don't know.
Yeah, but they don't know the great
He's
Joseph
already a
Fleur. Joey's looking.
you mean before he got
Joey wants
arrested.
the info.
No, I'm saying even post. It's like everyone in that building is gonna feel so vulnerable.
They don't give a fuck about the
They
building.
should, because the building's vulnerable.
They're not going to
and
tell the other
management
people
should
in the
make it
building.
more secure.
They don't work for the building.
You should blame the broken TV on him.
I think he broke a TV.
You're like,
by the
I
way,
was
guys.
running from him and I threw the TV.
Also, he didn't pay my utilities for like 6 months.
Remember when I told you to levy this against your management company? Be like, yeah, Rando just fucking broke him. You can be like, now it's even crazier. You'd be like, yo, a serial killer was in my fucking
you could
apartment.
sue the apartment.
Yeah,
you could
sue
make
him.
millions,
Yes.
dude. A serial killer was in your place.
Oh my God,
Come on,
Joseph.
buddy.
Joey, dude.
I
Sue
might-
the pants
I-
off them. We could use
I
a
might
new
sue.
studio
Yeah,
and
sue.
everything.
Okay, sue.
Let's go to the top here.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Hate watch bus ads.
Yeah.
But so last thing on this, while we keep talking about it, we won't. But so what I'm doing to confirm this, so we have 100, because I don't want to keep talking about it and being like we're assuming that it's him for sure. So I have the footage. My FOIA allows me my FOIA account. I can upload documents.
Nice.
So I'm going to upload the ring footage, and then I'm going to get a detective on the phone. I'm going to get him to subpoena the footage from my apartment building because these fucking cocksuckers won't let me watch it. Mm-hmm. They won't release it to a non-cop, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hopefully find a camera that can ID his car outside the building. Ooh. And then it's a slam dunk.
Oh, my God.
He probably parked blocks
Let's
away.
just say,
Who knows?
let's just say, if he found parking over there, God bless him. All right.
He deserves to get away with it if he found a spot.
That actually might be how they trace him. But it's like, I bet he pulled up.
I mean, he won $700,000. He could park in your neighborhood for at least 3 weeks.
$3 for 20 minutes. Chump change. Let's do it. I'm murdering tonight.
No, but truly, I mean, they did take fingerprints. There's definitely fingerprints on your back door of this guy.
They took fingerprints.
They will get back to you and
But
let
even
you know.
without prints, you can, like they can ID a guy on a video, and then if his car is there, it's like that's obviously him.
Yeah, and then
if we can get the car,
and then you get the lawsuit against the apartment complex, and then we just fucking we take this fucking podcast in the fucking 21st century.
We're podcasting in space.
Yeah, fuck that. We'll go to Mars.
But it worked, Kana.
Yeah, law enforcement agencies there in Beverly Hills certainly touting this as a huge success right now. So, Brian, let's take that to you. When you're talking about what authorities call essentially a perimeter around the city with some 2,400 cameras.
The black reporter's like, I don't think he did it.
50 license plate readers. The ACLU, among others, say this is an invasion of privacy. This is controversial. Do they have an argument
The
there?
ACLU is really concerned with the privacy of
They
serial
do. Just
killers.
from the concept of the Fourth Amendment, the search and seizure.
She goes, and we actually have the murderer here now to speak.
You can't stereotypically take innocent people and criminal people and put them all in the same category and then simply pluck out the criminals. When you are broadly taking in innocent people's information, that would be a violation of a constitutional right. Now, that kind of comes up against the idea that what
she
you
goes,
see in
yeah,
public, so
thanks,
my
I really
face, my
appreciate
license
your
plate
point
in
of
the
view,
car,
but what was
that's
it
public
like when you
information.
fought Michael
But
B.
this
Jordan in the
information
new
is sold to private companies, and it has the ability to track people's movements. You can think about the way this could be used, especially when you think about the concept of our right to abortions now. Are you going to be able to track women's
They
whereabouts?
cut back to her. She's
when they
doing
go
the
to health
Wakanda
clinics
salute
see
to him.
where they're going,
She goes, will you eventually defeat Loki?
Now, Kang the Conqueror, he seems like a really bad guy.
often they go? Are you going to track people who go to different states? It is
Joey, was that the lady that showed up at your place?
Oh, shit.
Was that the fingerprint lady? That looks kind of like her.
Dude, she's taking prints.
Oh, wait, go full screen that? Dude.
Are you serious?
Come on.
Well, so my lady was Hispanic.
Sitcom.
She looks Hispanic.
That's Hispanic.
She had like a mole. Can we see?
Can we identify the mole? I mean, it's only a side.
She had about D cups also. Can we get a zoom in on that?
I
Those are
actually don't
hangers.
think that is her.
Is
She
that
looks
not her?
Asian to me.
She does not look
She's
Asian.
not Asian. She's Latina.
Well, I don't know. I need to see more. I don't want to just act like, oh, everybody is everybody.
different states.
Dick,
It
give
is
me
a
a
great
minute.
example.
There's
of how
only 4
technology can be
cops in
used,
Los
but
Angeles.
there's a lot of fears of Orwellian uses for this technology.
Certainly, and I will say I spoke with authorities there who say their constituents and the people within Beverly Hills really support and appreciate this technology. They say they hold this information for 1 year and then it is erased from their database. But also, Alex, authorities remain very concerned at this hour that there potentially could be more victims. We know law enforcement sort
Joe
of
LaFleur.
Joe LaFleur of the Hate Watch podcast.
I've been trying to call these pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Dude, call fucking TMZ or some shit. Call the news. They'll respond to you. Yeah.
Here's the
will.
problem, though.
Put
He-
this
ATLA.
podcast on the map.
Let's get this podcast on
the
TMZ,
problem is
baby.
nobody cares because he only killed homeless people.
No, but he was starting.
He killed a city employee.
One,
Everybody at work. So
That's
all
not
the
news anymore.
all the Metrolink like holiday parties are happening at my fucking bar, and all the people are like concerned. They're like, I can't believe a city employee.
Well,
was
everyone in your
murdered.
bar is also homeless too. It's like
it's
it's
the
the whole
perfect
demographic
mixture.
getting murdered.
It's a perfect mixture. City
Like, I'm
employees
scared.
and
You
homeless
scared?
people.
Yeah. John serves the Grim Sleeper every day.
No, they keep coming in and be like, "Have you heard he killed a city employee?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, like you." But it's crazy.
That's
You
funny.
should contact KTLA, dude. They'll fucking be all over this.
I'll try. It would be funny to troll KTLA and like do an interview.
And you're so
Yes.
capable of it.
You're
dude.
so.
Oh my
you're,
God.
You're,
You're the
built
best.
for
You're
this.
the number one choice or something.
It's
like
kind of
that.
rude to troll when there's like actual victims who died.
Well, I mean, not
One
really.
one
Not
victim.
really, yeah.
One victim.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as he killed one person, as far as I'm concerned. So.
Yeah, let's round it up to like 1.5.
I mean, it sucks he wasn't killing like LA Dot employees, the parking enforcement people.
I know.
That have ruined your neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That
war is very funny, by the way. The parking war. They made
graffitiing over the numbers and stuff. People
they graffiti over the numbers. So my parking used to be free outside my building. They made it paid now, and then so they put like a machine where you can pay for parking. And people keep saran wrapping it and like covering it in slime.
Beautiful.
Putting boxes over it.
It's amazing. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything. They just still give everyone tickets.
Yeah.
I haven't seen tickets. It kind of seems to be working for
No,
now.
I think they won't give you tickets.
Yeah.
A really common thing is you take what's that expanding foam, you just put it into fucking parking meters.
Yeah.
And they can't give you a ticket if you're parked.
You know it's illegal to pay for people's parking on the street?
Yeah.
To just go around putting like coins and
That
meters
is
that aren't
so
yours.
fucked.
That's how sick everything is.
really?
That's how
Yeah.
sick this country is.
That's why Steve-O used to get fucking arrested for being the parking fairy.
Yeah,
Remember that?
craziest thing
Yeah.
Steve-O ever did. Pay for parking for other people. All right, let's see if this goes anywhere else.
Parts across the region. Alex, have they heard anything yet? And what does that suggest to you
And Alex,
about the
why did he
scope
look so
of the potential
fly?
crimes that they're looking at here?
Well, the concern being, Kana, that this started a week ago, a little over a week ago, last Sunday, and
Sorry, he
police
just ran in
believe
front of the
that it didn't
camera.
just begin then, that somebody who would kill one person every day for 4 days didn't just magically begin last Sunday. They don't know. They have put out through regional partners the
We're trying to find out where Gucci Mane was at the time.
Any homicides, any murders, anything else that would fit the MO
We
of this
believe
suspect.
the culprit is East Atlanta Santa.
The culprit would kick homeless people out of his Lamborghini going 80 miles an hour.
Them know. Now, our sources are telling us so far they have not gotten any from other areas, but they are worried, whether it be, let's say, San Diego or Las Vegas, somewhere in the region where this guy could have gone.
I mean, that's
that,
Mateo.
That
That's
they
like
want to know if there are any
blocks
more
away
out
from
there.
you.
There
yeah.
may not be. Maybe it was only these four, and for whatever reason,
It's so
snapped
funny. The news is kind of disappointed. They're like, I mean, it could be only these four, which would really be a bummer.
It's like our guys used to do Iron Man numbers. Now we got to kill 3 homeless people and a guy in a garage.
Think back to the white killers of this great nation, Jessica. The numbers they put on the board were
They were dynamite.
Dynamite numbers.
and committed these, allegedly, but they don't know. They believe there could be more.
And so, Brian, let's take that to you. If
He's
he
already
does,
locked
in fact,
away.
have
Lightning doesn't strike
priors,
twice, Joey. You will never be killed now.
I know. I feel like I just, by the way, I will say, I looked the Grim Reaper right in his eyes.
Yeah.
I claimed, hey, he could have raped me. He could have killed me. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And now we find out he's a serial killer. Still unfazed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Before I left today to go to the pod right before this,
Yeah.
I was like looking for something. I opened my patio, my balcony door, unlocked. I don't even lock it. I still don't lock it.
Still don't lock it after
don't lock it.
everything that happened.
Nah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You ride or die.
That's so funny.
That's what I'm saying. So I am brave and tough and I think the biggest badass on the pod.
I
I agree.
By far.
Sick.
Look at him.
Point as well as Alex Stone's, if there are others potentially here, you could be looking at hypothetically the death penalty, but we know there's
Kind of a
more
cute little
moratorium
baby man.
on
I
that
think
Little Gary
Black
Coleman.
Hasbullah.
That's what I kiss him.
cute little baby man. Yeah. I mean, I think he's adorable.
Hey, let him. I forgive him.
Look at that. Look at him. He's cold. He's got his hood on. And
I will say,
Would a man bundled up like that kill somebody? He's cozy. Look how cozy he is.
let's get him a blanket
looks
at the
like
very
he's
least.
going to Rockefeller Plaza to see the lights.
Honestly, he was charming as hell. We had a 5-second interaction, but I was like, I like that guy. He was a fucking chill. He was like,
Yeah.
because he saw me and he kind of just gave me a look like, all right, man, like you're
Caught me.
No, he's like, I'm not gonna kill you, bro.
Yeah. No, it was two apex predators making eye contact and then slowly backing away from each other.
2 sharks going like, all right, he's at least gonna bite me once,
Yeah.
even if I
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find proof either way, I'm going to find proof that it was him or wasn't him. And I'll be honest, if it wasn't him, we sound like retards, but I'm 95%.
That's the guy.
It's him.
That's the fucking guy.
I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying this for the sake of the show. I wouldn't have like wasted.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't have just done some big fake.
I would
thing.
never say
today. Everything you told me, I'm like, this really feels like it had to be the guy.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the fucking
skeptical about stuff like this to the point where it's actually obnoxious. Where like people will be like, "Dude, no, shut up!" Like that you're like now just being like that's ODD or whatever. So I ruled everything out that I could, and I was trying to prove myself wrong. I'm like, it's fucking him.
Well, here's the thing. When you told me that when I thought he was just killing homeless people, I was like, I don't know if it's really the same guy. But then when you said he did the follow home one and broke in, I'm like, oh, so he's accustomed to breaking and entering.
What are the odds that there's just like another heavy set black dude breaking into fucking buildings?
Very
high, unfortunately.
No, I don't think so. I don't fucking think so.
You don't think black people break into homes?
Well, yes, I do. Of course I do.
I mean, that's not. Maybe we can look up the statistics. Maybe I look like a vicious racist. I mean, it's not the Anthony Camilla hour right now, but I imagine that's. Like
I'm just saying, if a guy who looks very similar, I just don't think it happens as often as people think. Like, especially in highly dense, like densely populated areas like that. Like,
I will
usually
say,
break-ins in suburbs.
Yeah, like a home invasion.
That was
like,
sure.
Very unusual behavior
So
for
weird.
a break-in.
Yeah.
And but like
maybe he was just trying to break in because he knows you do the podcast and he wants some recording equipment for his album.
I think he was a fan of the pod. He just
uses,
he's like, can I get a picture?
He's like, you do A&R, like.
He opens doors like Tug It.
Yeah.
It is very
just
funny how easily you could have been jerking off in that moment.
I would have stopped. I had time to stop.
You would have sharked his ass.
Yeah, you would have sharked.
I would have sharked.
You shark the serial killer.
There is a universe where
You
you
both have
killed
loaded
that
guns,
guy.
you know?
I'm a hero on the news. They're
Yeah.
like, the guy who sharked the deadly serial killer.
It's like ink when guys rob banks.
Yeah.
It's like running out with cum all
It's in
over
the
him.
news. It's like, does LA have a new Spider-Man?
He dies like the Joker and the Batman, just falls off the tower, laughing in the ground.
But also, like, when the cops asked me for a description of him, I go, like, I guess, I said 5'11", I think was my guess. I said 5'11", 220, and then obviously, like, black guy, whatever.
Yeah.
And then...
You had to say that quick. You go, black guy, whatever. Just quick.
Was he
Like, no,
hunched
sure,
over?
It's
we
so
assumed.
obvious. But so and then I gave his exact clothing and stuff, but I said 5'11", black guy, 220. Yeah, fitted polo, purple polo. And then so I looked up his Los Angeles Sheriff's Department inmate locator. Type his name. Anybody can do it. You can type his name in on that. He's 6'1", 220 is what they have.
Wow.
So it's like, it's him.
It's because it's the combat sports thing. You just weigh a guy out real quick. Do you think he was hunched over a little bit because he was opening your door, and that's why you couldn't get? You thought he was a little shorter?
I don't know. I couldn't really tell. And who knows? Maybe he's lying about his height a little bit.
And Mr. LaFleur, would you say he was dripped out icy?
He was icy as hell.
5, 10, 20 years down the road, if this case does
This
get
guy's a
appealed
cuff.
down the road. So more likely than not, to answer the
What's
question,
wrong with
this
is
guy?
if he's
Anti, like,
convicted of
video
these crimes,
cameras in Beverly
life
Hills.
prison without the possibility of parole.
And Alex, one more note here on this murder weapon. Have authorities traced it
Will you bust me wide open?
to him? Have they found it?
Well, he's a convicted felon. He could not legally have a weapon, but it was a serialized weapon. It was not a ghost gun. They have been working through the weekend. We don't have an answer yet, trying to figure out how did he get it? Was it stolen? Did somebody give it to him? But legally, he could not buy that weapon.
This is
Shouldn't
such a
have had
funny-
it, but it was a real gun. Was not.
They
a
go, the
homemade-
biggest crime, the weapon wasn't registered.
Yeah, it's crazy. Surprise, surprise. None of our laws work.
All right.
Well,
Well,
like, it was a real gun. It's like, yeah, he shot
Yeah.
people in the head with it.
Yeah.
Killed people.
Well, I
fake
mean,
guns can kill people. Also, if you watch that video of him walking through my apartment,
Yeah.
he has a little bag.
That's got a pistol in it, bro.
It looks like a pistol.
it looks like a pistol, yeah.
Well, there's just like it's hard to say it's a pistol.
He's got one of those cool guy things that
Crossbody
black
bag,
guys
yeah.
wear, the crossbody bags now, which used to
Yeah.
be like called fanny packs, but now
Yeah.
they're just go across the body and now they're cool. Black
And
guys
I was thinking, like,
turned that around.
They're incredible.
They're incredible what they could
They
do.
made socks and sandals cool.
Black guys, yeah. Black guy wear fucking Dora the Explorer backpack. You know,
Yeah.
I guess I gotta get one. That's like the new shit.
because I got a Cookie Monster hat now.
It's a testament to how cool they are. Kanye is just literally dropping like fat guy clothes. Mm-hmm. He just gets fatter and he's like, big t-shirts, cool. Like he's gonna drop a pool t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's the Yeezy pool
And
t-shirt.
it
You
looks-
wear it in the pool.
It's a
cool.
muumuu that Homer. It's a muumuu that Homer Simpson wears.
But no, the first time I saw that bag, I was like,
You were like,
Is that what you did? You burped really loud?
well, I was like, maybe because he's a burglar, he needs to put stuff in there. But it's such a small bag. Like, no, but that's not what it was. And then when I put all the pieces together, you could see some. It's full, so you
full.
can't put anything in there.
It's full.
He wasn't there to take anything, dude. He wasn't. He didn't have any bags. He was there to kill.
He was there to take a life.
He was there, dude. He was there. He was there to
the ultimate robbery.
He meant business. That bag. He had that bag was full of the blamma.
It was.
yeah, he had the Nina. In there.
He had the scope on it. Red
Just
dot.
one chopper.
Yeah, red dot music, baby.
He had the extendo.
He had the extendo clips, banana clips, all the clips, the heater.
Yeah, he knew your AC was down real low.
That's probably why he ran out so fast.
No. He's like, oh shit.
Crazy white motherfucker. He got it at 59.
This motherfucker living in the igloo.
Well, did we ever talk about the Jonathan Majors bullshit?
No.
Where he's
this new video though is
this
pretty,
new video of him.
pretty good.
Yeah, man. It's did we not? You always don't. You guys don't know about
He's the
that?
actor that
The guy that
was accused of
accused of beating his white girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
anytime I hear that,
suspect.
always on the side of the black guy. Fuck white women, even if they're beaten.
You're an ally.
Even if they're actually being beaten, but I don't trust it most of the time with these broads.
Even if it's
especially
true,
with these
still side with Major.
with these artsy New York women, you know, when they're with with Jonathan Majors, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. I mean, he's a little wacky, carries around he
talented,
carries a tin
That little
cup
tiny
everywhere
cup,
he
yeah.
goes and all that. And
I do like him though. I think he's great.
So talented.
I love him. I love him. He looks like he looks like he lives like Jack Johnson, the former back in the day, that boxer that used to wear mink coats and just beat the shit out of white people. He kind of has that vibe about him. So everyone thought he was guilty. They were waiting for Marvel to drop him, and now a lot of stuff's coming out. And here's video of him. He's running away from this bitch.
Yeah.
TMZ's amazing.
I just can't really see I don't know what the confrontation is here though. I don't know what's going on in the car.
Oh, he beat her in the car.
It kind of looks like he threw a 1-2 and then was like, I gotta flee the scene.
Oh, so that's what this is?
It is a funny way everyone's like, he's innocent, he was running for his life. I'm like, yeah, literally. He was like, I gotta get out of the fucking crime scene.
He goes, there's no cameras in the car. He goes, now if I run, all the cameras will see that I'm the victim.
This is how all sharking porn looks, by the way. Somebody running away.
Calling it porn is incredible.
This is classic sharking.
This is sharking.
He sharked her. All right, so look at him. They walk onto the
He's pulling
sidewalk.
his pants up. Yeah, you just got sharked.
I mean, he does.
He's running away from her.
she's attacking
She's
him.
attacking him. He pushes her off just to get her away.
Oh, come on. He's innocent.
He's like,
What's going on here?
Well, she hit her head on the
He goes, did you touch my tin cup?
See, it kind of looks like he threw a punch there, doesn't it?
Her
I'm not
or
sure
him?
what's going on.
He's shoving her in there.
Yeah.
Shoving her in the
He's
vehicle.
trying to be hey, you're gonna get arrested if you don't get in this fucking car and chill.
Yeah.
And now he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm out of here.
He's got a tin cup.
And then she just chases him.
Come the fuck on.
She just keeps chasing him. God, this guy sucks ass at recording.
So-
And he runs across the street. I gotta say, she's keeping a good pace with him.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy. She's still behind him.
He's fast as fuck, though. Look at him go.
She's probably losing her
Well,
breath.
that's what you get when you when you get big and you start wearing real shoes. You start wearing shoes that looks like you go to a cobbler. Just wear the Air Force. You could have
She's still on him.
escaped.
Yeah, she's on his heels, dude.
Yeah, she's nipping.
This
She's
is like the last scene in the French
she's
Connection.
nipping at his heels.
He gets on a bike. and there's a
I
bike.
love that chase ever.
I love the slow-mo action, too.
And then where does she come in? Yeah, she's done. She's finished.
She's tired.
Yeah.
She goes, I'll poison him at home.
They all just fucking canceling. I'm
Just
winded.
fucking canceling. I'm winded.
she goes, oh, I forgot about the internet. I'll just cancel them. I'll just lie. And then look at her here, standing around some Barstool employees or whatever.
Ready to job.
Just talking to these guys. And they're like, what? Fucking black guy did that to you? What? Fucking Creed?
And then he comes up.
And then now there's,
Yeah.
and then so also the other day there was, it's so crazy, the news cycle. This came out where it was, everyone was laughing at him because there was a report that he used to tell her, I want you to be more like Coretta Scott
And Michelle
Obama. Why can't you act like them? And that looks hilarious in a
Yeah.
headline. And then this audio came out, and I think it's a little different. I think he was just kind of saying, like, I haven't listened to this yet.
It sounds like I've listened to this. It sounds like she's like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to live a normal life.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm busy. I wake up at 5 a.m. to work out. And you're coming home fucked up at 3 a.m. every night. It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Could be doing right now. Period. This is actually, period. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Do you really though, baby? Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan?
Seems reasonable.
So
I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna be out of commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't.
No, you understand that?
Wait. You just start doing that to her.
British, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset.
She's British?
Yeah,
it sounds like
you hear that?
I don't know. She just sounds like a hysterical twat.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
maybe
all
that's
white
a
noise.
bad
It's all
thing.
white noise to me.
Maybe that's a bad picture, but geez.
That looks like a British woman.
She looks like shit to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for Jonathan Majors, you'd think he'd be
They
like shredded.
A guy like him, I think. I don't know. There's like something about like being with like some average white bitch that like black guys think like it's I don't know. It's some big win.
It's kind of hot to me. Yeah.
I mean, no, she's not. I'm not saying she's like atrocious, but I'm just saying I would have guessed that it was a hotter chick for him.
Yeah. I mean, this is isn't this satisfying some part of your brain right now where it's reminding you of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard days
A little bit.
That was nice.
and this isn't nearly as good, obviously.
Yeah, it's like methadone. It's
but
like
it's
Johnny
just,
Depp methadone.
God, I just It's I wish we could go back.
It's always a bummer though because no one ever comes out unscathed, even if he's like proven completely innocent.
It'll always follow him.
He Marvel probably won't.
No,
keep
Disney
him.
won't drop him.
Disney's not going to drop him.
Really?
I don't think so.
They
would've
already
dropped
would
him.
have.
I've heard they're like moving away from the Kang storyline. He plays Kang the Conqueror. I've seen all these headlines like they're moving away from the Kang.
New episodes of Loki were coming out.
He plays a guy named Kang the Conqueror.
That's
crazy.
In Loki.
A little similar to
Similar to what?
something kind of racist.
We were king.
I don't even want to know. I don't even
I
want to
don't know. It just sounded odd when you said it.
Say it.
What Disney? They're like they have Jonathan Majors playing King Kong.
Wait, what? I don't know.
They're like
So like we'll put him on a stage in chains.
They're like
a bunch of people come up. And
the newest
they'll shake
Marvel
the chains real hard.
The newest Marvel villain, Kunta Kinte.
I don't even. What is that movie? What is that called?
Oh no! So
He's the new Thanos in Marvel.
He's the new big evil villain in Marvel.
Yeah.
So, but the new episodes were coming out at the height of this. They're not dropping him.
Yeah, but those were already filmed like a year and a half ago, and they're not going to not put him out.
Also, Marvel fans are retarded. They'll do anything.
They could still like make an announcement like we're no longer working with him in the future. Stuff, and so. But we're releasing these, and that would have like taken a lot of the heat off them, and they're not doing it. And everybody else is waiting for Disney to drop him, and then they're also going to be like, all right, fuck it, we have to drop him too.
I think this era is
horrible.
over.
He's done. What has he done?
So
is
far,
there any evidence he's done anything really?
He looks so innocent so far.
He also kicks ass.
I know. I mean, in New York, I would always hear stories about like him and you know people. He was like infamously known for being like an abusive boyfriend, like that kind of shit. So when I was in New York and this like story first broke, everyone's like, people have been saying it for years. He's a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, I really just don't care if someone's a
Yeah.
shitty boyfriend.
No, I don't.
He doesn't even sound like a shitty boy. He's like, please don't wake me up.
I care if you're like beating your girlfriend, obviously.
Yeah.
But like if you're like a dick, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
No, I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
It's like when Brock Hampton
Break up.
canceled that guy for like mean texts.
Break
And I
up.
was like, aren't you guys like supposed to be this like cool like punk rock rap group or whatever? And then they're like, oh, he didn't thumbs up his girlfriend's text. We have to drop him.
He left her on red.
Yeah.
So
We're crazy. We're street guys.
It's like even like Brad Pitt. It's like what the fuck? He just spazzed on his kid. Every dad has done that.
Oh, dude, yes.
Talked about it many times. I mean, it's just
Every dad is spazzed on their fucking kid.
right. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
It's personal.
Yeah.
It's personal. What happened to personal stuff? What happened to being private?
Yeah.
Privacy.
Yeah.
You know? Imagine
It is funny though to adopt a black kid and then beat it though. That is kind of funny. It's like an insane. You gotta. There's a moment where you do catch yourself being like, technically, I did buy you.
Yeah.
And now I'm hitting you. This is fucked up.
This is crazy.
I'm sure he just like pushed the kid a little bit.
Making him work in the tomato field up back.
He's at the Casamigos field.
Yeah, if you got all your black adopted children growing, working on your tequila company.
So get out
Clooney's
to
on
the
a horse.
vineyard
Yeah,
and make
dude,
sure Clooney.
If you adopt a black kid, you can't give them chores. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? You're like, go mow the lawn or something. It's like, that seems so bad.
Yeah.
Maddox is cutting his hands on agave fruit.
All right, back to Majors. By the way, his Top Gun way better than Top Gun.
Devotion.
Devotion kicked
Devotion
ass.
kicked
I didn't
ass.
see it.
I you know, a lot of people disagree with her. I thought Top Gun was a hunk of shit. I don't care.
It wasn't good.
Boo.
Devotion was way better.
I was very bored.
I
by
love
it.
Top
that scene
Gun.
when he's crying in the mirror in
Same.
Devotion, it actually like brought something out of
No,
me.
Top Gun kicks ass.
I mean, the last 20 minutes when it matters, I guess, but the rest of it's
No,
just
it's
like,
all great.
It's like watching a practice the whole time.
It was
fun.
amazing.
What are the stakes here? Wait, what are the stakes? Why don't you guys
Who cares?
Why don't
dude?
you guys go to Russia?
You're in the world.
Devotion, they were like icing thousands of North Koreans, and it was awesome.
See, I kind of like the levity of Top Gun a little bit. You
People
know, it's
like Top Gun because it reminded them of old bad movies. Almost every movie's bad now, but we used to have categories: good movies, and bad movies that were like
chick
so
movies.
cheesy that they were like considered good, and they become like these cultural things.
Yeah, but those are like some of my favorite movies.
Yeah, but Top Gun just did the same exact thing as the old Top Guns. It was
Top
like,
Gun's
what
not
was
that
this?
That's why
I guess.
every new Mission
Like The
Impossible
Running Man
kicks
is
ass.
fucking awesome. Like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like old bad movies.
Yeah, I don't know. If those-
Yeah, Running Man's amazing.
It was a fictionalized event, so I think Devotion, the stakes seemed higher because it was a
yeah, like I
real
won like
war.
the medal.
Well,
of honor.
Right.
I also like black representation, and I'm not racist.
Yeah,
you guys.
and that was like a truly like that's actually like as
Yeah,
opposed to
yeah.
like a lot of these fucking new movies are always trying to like shoehorn a black narrative. That was like actually an actual.
It was
like,
about an
black
actual
story,
black guy that flew.
black guy who like fought against all odds
Yeah,
and became
yeah.
a fucking ace pilot.
Tom
It was
Cruise
awesome.
did break the speed record.
That plane was fake.
No. John, what a buffoon.
How dare you?
John thought he actually broke
John
it.
the buffoon.
Well, I thought that plane was like a real plane. I like looked it up the other night. I was like, is that plane fucking real? I was in bed.
I actually thought it was a real plane.
I thought it was a real plane too. I like looked. I was like, dude, it's a fake plane.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
have that plane.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't care.
I liked that movie a lot.
We also had a
Gun?
gun pointed at us after we watched.
You know who
it,
else
though,
did?
so-
Tarantino was like fucking squirting.
He also thinks like fucking Unstoppable is one of the greatest films ever made.
He's
Tarantino's
right.
like retarded when it comes
No,
to
he
his
just
favorite
loves-
movies. I
he-
love him to death, but no, he like
not pretentious.
He loves to
He
pick,
loves fun
He loves
movies.
to pick movies out of nowhere just to be like, no one even understands. Like I'm so much smarter about
Yeah.
movies than everyone else.
No, he's like, I'm dumb. He's like, I love stupid
Dunkirk's
dumb.
the greatest war movie ever.
He said that.
loves,
Yeah.
Oh, he likes movies. He just likes shitty fun
I get
movies.
it, I get it.
movies. He's got a big water.
But I think
head.
sometimes
That's not
it's
pretentious. You're acting like, oh, I'm so smart. It's like,
it's
no,
reverse.
This is
It's
just
reverse.
fun
It's
and good.
reverse pretension.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's reverse pretension, where you say you
Contrarianism.
you think some movie that no one would ever see coming. You say is like
Yeah.
actually like it's like a brilliant movie and no one understands.
Yeah,
see.
well, it almost becomes irony at a certain point. Like Fast and Furious praise after a while from like hipstery type of people. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
off. You know what I mean? I've been here since day one. Now it's ironic for you guys to think Fast and Furious is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Eat my ass.
I never thought it was the greatest movie of all time, but I like thoroughly enjoyed it when it was like 4 to like 7.
Yeah, everyone did.
I was like really like those movies, and then the new ones are just bullshit. After Paul Walker died, you know what I mean?
R.I.P. a legend.
Yeah.
A son that's a hung a legend.
He would have been canceled. He was like fucking. He got like a
Totally.
17-year-old pregnant.
It was a pedophile.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
a
yeah.
pedophile.
He used to come into the. Do you remember up
He used
on
to come in
Foothill?
kids. Yeah.
Do you remember there was on by Montrose there was a LAN party place where you can like play video games and shit.
Wait, what? What party?
So like you remember LAN parties before like there was Xbox Live. There was like you go into a room and there were a bunch of computers connected. I would go in there with my brother sometimes.
Where
and we'd
was
play.
it? It was in
It was
Montrose?
right in Montrose, right by the Vons, up the street on Foothill or Honolulu.
Okay.
And I remember I was sitting there playing computer games one time, and Paul Walker walks in.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I think Deep Blue Sea just came out. It was, and I like turn around
He's
and
not
I'm
in
like,
that.
not Deep Blue, yeah, but what's the one where he's treasure hunting with fucking what's her face?
Yeah,
the
with
hot
Jessica
chick.
Alba.
Jessica Alba. Yeah, that movie
Yeah.
kicked ass. She was so hot in that.
It didn't kick
And
ass.
so good.
Bad movie.
He's like, my
She's
favorite
so
movie's that
hot.
movie, Fool's Gold kicks ass.
John's favorite movie is literally.
Fool's Gold's good.
John's favorite movie.
I love McConaughey.
John's favorite movie is Sahara.
I love Sahara.
That's so
No, my
funny.
favorite movie's Mummy. The Mummy is my favorite.
That's
movie of
that's
all
a fair
time.
pick,
Yeah,
actually. I
Mummy
like the
is
Mummy. Yeah,
amazing.
Mummy kicks ass.
But anyways, Paul Walker walks in and he's like, "What is this?" And he's like asking the guy, and I was like, "Guys, like the kids, like they come here and they
These
play
are
video games."
computers, Paul.
He was a total
He's like,
fucking.
I'm from Tahunga. I don't know.
But
But he paid for everyone to play all day for that day. He was
That's
like,
nice.
he just came in and like dropped a bunch of cash.
He dropped the $40 to pay for the internet cafe. What did
you
he
have to?
Yeah, and he looked at a 14-year-old girl, was like, pretty cool, huh? See that? I've got upwards of $100 actually. That's like $1 million to you, isn't it?
But I'll see now.
Yeah,
he was.
I don't know if I told the story before, but Paul Walker is from my hometown.
Yeah.
And I used to host a show at the Crow's Nest in Tahunga.
Yeah.
And you weren't at this one, but
I've been to those.
yeah, you've been. Yeah, we've all been.
His Porsche crashed through the front door.
Oh no, this is right after he died, and I just coincidentally had a Fast and the Furious show, and his dad was just there. I saw his dad constantly. Went to the same gym. We had the same schedule. I saw his dad at the gym like every single day, and I see Paul Walker's dad there. We start the show. It's kind of an ambush show, which means like there's just a bar full of people. There was an audience for the show, but everyone else had to just like shut up and listen to the show.
Yeah.
And his dad was like, "Oh, I'll check it out." You know, sit down and started watching the show. And like 5 minutes into my set, I started doing this Fast and the Furious joke, and I just see him stand up and walk out. And I was like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!" I was freaking out, and I was like trying to keep my composure on stage. But like, it was
What was the joke?
It was just a joke about those movies.
Was it about
no,
Paul?
no. But it was still such a fresh wound.
He's like, I can't now hear about that.
They go, you know, Paul Walker's going to stop making them after number 16.
Very, very good.
That was right. Am I right, folks? All right, I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I went Fast and the Furious on a 10-year-old also.
You know when you go fast with a kid and their parents get furious?
All right.
Back to Majors.
Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife.
She's like, let me guess, she's black.
No, you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife, buddy.
Get it right, pal.
He's like, do you want to say what I'm saying? She's like, yes, you want me to do blackface? I can do blackface.
Who was Martin Luther King? His dad?
His dad, yeah.
And what did he do? He was just like a guy?
He was a lazy,
So you go,
drunk piece of
yeah,
shit.
he was just a fucking
A deadbeat motherfucker.
welfare
yeah.
baby. And then they had Martin Luther, who was like the missionary, like the
Martin Luther
wasn't he like
invented Lutheranism. He was like
yeah.
a German guy in like
German
the 1600s.
guy. Yeah.
1700s.
He's cool.
Something about him that I like.
Yeah. He was white.
Oh, okay.
Barack Obama's wife.
She's like, you want me to have a cock?
I know, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's what you sound like. Do you hear your fucking self?
Fucking shut up, fucking Guy Ritchie.
He doesn't know she's British. He's like, man, you are really fucking drunk, aren't you? Holy shit. The drunkest person of all time.
Alcohol problem. She's just like cockney.
Slurring your words now.
Because it's 7 a.m. You're drunk. She's like, oh, I top in the morning. He's like, we gotta get you to AA. This is unbelievable.
For you, right?
She's recording.
If I am,
Of course.
I love when they act pathetic when they start recording.
Oh, yeah.
my shit, my travel, blah, all that said, right? And I'm not saying I'm a great man, a great man.
He knows his
That is
worth.
psychotic.
He said, "I'm a great man.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm a great man."
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's a bit much.
I don't think he meant like. Do you think he meant like great, like as like awesome and big, or do you think he meant like great as in like I'm a nice guy, like I'm a great guy?
No,
Like,
I
I'm
think
a great
I think
boyfriend
he
kind of
means,
thing?
No. I think
think he's an
I
ego?
think he's like I'm like one of the best men of all
Like,
time.
I'm a legend.
I'm a legend in the making.
Yeah.
I'm an
I
icon.
agree. But
I mean, he
let's
is Jonathan Majors.
I mean, he wants his wife
He's king.
to act like Barack Obama's wife
Yeah.
or Martin Luther King Jr.'s wife. So he thinks he's in that same echelon.
Yeah.
You know, he goes, one day I will produce a movie about the apocalypse that is like a weird, subtle admission that I am responsible for the end of the world someday. You guys see that? Leave the World Behind?
Nah, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, the A20. Oh no. That's a Civil
it's
War
this
movie.
weird movie on Netflix produced by the Obamas, and it's like about like the apocalypse.
I saw it.
It sucks ass, but it's like
thought it was fine.
It feels like an admission of guilt from them, where they're like, "Hey, listen, when this happens, just know it's all of our fault."
Yeah, I
The
saw this.
infrastructure that we put in place is
Yeah.
going to allow this exact disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture, is for the world.
What are you doing?
That is actually the
You
position.
play pretend, retard. What are you doing?
Well, I guess
pulling the
like
race card.
Devotion was good for black people.
no
no
one
one
saw
saw
it.
Yeah.
But black people, I
That's
bet
like his best.
You have to
movie.
like drunk drive into a red box to even know that thing exists.
Yeah, you gotta drive to a 7-Eleven in Diamond Bar.
You have to be the type of person that rents their movies at AM PM.
there's a Devotion stuck in your windshield. You're like, oh, cool.
I didn't know Jonathan Majors was doing great things.
I guess there was a cool black pilot. It's like, that's neat.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think. Like, I do like him, but aside from like the last Black Man in San Francisco, everything he's done since then is like blockbuster popcorn.
Yeah,
movies.
it's all bullshit movies.
Yeah,
What if the serial killer's
Creed
bag
was
was full of
cool.
DVDs
Yeah.
of Devotion?
Creed 3 was fine, but it's not the best of the Creeds
it's
at all.
no, it's
Yeah.
no, not at all.
Probably the
It's
second best,
Yeah,
2 sucked.
2 sucked ass.
sucked
It was boring as shit. Was that the one where it was
The
more
Big
focused?
Russian.
Is Ivan Drago's
The big
son.
Russian, and then but it was a lot of with the deaf lady,
Yeah.
his deaf girlfriend.
Yeah,
It's like nobody cares. Okay, well, I hope he boxes your other ear in.
Because they're trying to copy the Rocky formula so much. I just heard box your ears. But they're trying to
He
copy.
makes you fully deaf, bitch. You are annoying me and wasting time in this film. Let's get back to Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it's like in Rocky. It's like, oh, he loves Adrian so much. It's a love story. Let's try to, that's how these movies work.
They just shouldn't keep making Rocky where he's like 70 years old and he's still trying to fight.
He died. They did make that.
He died.
by the way.
He died. in the last
Oh, he died in the
movie,
movies?
Yeah.
They could figure that out.
Yeah, they
The
bring
late-
him
The
back. Why
movies are
not?
absurd. Like, they could
Yeah.
figure out a way.
The last Rocky Balboa is basically that, though. He's like 50-ish or like maybe 60.
And he fights like the current days, like Tyson.
They should make a new one where he's fighting his coffin. He's fighting his way out of his coffin.
He's underground.
One inch punching.
His hand finally comes out of the soil.
He's like a zombie.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Commentators like, I can't believe Rocky's done it against an undead Rocky, overcoming the odds once again.
Walking towards Vegas
beaten
like
to
a
death.
zombie.
They're like, he looks better than ever. Looks and sounds exactly the same.
All right, back to Majors.
I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices.
He's like, I should have never gotten on that fake taxi. You are the biggest mistake I ever made. You ate my ass. You tickled the balls.
Baby aliens.
I was gonna say, when I saw Baby Alien, I knew the jig was up.
And then you let Baby Alien mouthfuck you.
By the way, they just keep letting him do that.
Dude, he's killing it. The guy is a ladies'
Every
man.
time I go on Twitter, it's just they're just multiplying the amount of women he's sitting with.
Yep.
It's like
he still
18
doing
women with
porn?
Baby Lee.
18 women.
Is that more porn?
Yeah.
Yes,
all the time.
It's
and
constant.
and they love him. I haven't seen a single video where where you can see in their eye they're not having a good
Yeah. They
time.
all love him.
They all genuinely
They're all in
love
love.
Baby Alien.
Charmer. He's a little
They
charmer.
also they start bringing in other little freaks to fuck the ladies also.
Yeah.
You see that? There was
like
there was like
eating their ass.
there was like a 2 foot like tall jacked black midget that was double teaming a girl with Baby Alien.
That's sick.
And I'm like,
crazy.
is P.T. Barnum in charge of this? What's going on? This is unbelievable.
Shooting them out of a cannon into their pussies.
way that man is making.
He goes, why can't you be more like great people? Baby Alien.
Adam 22, lean to the plug. I'm talking greatness here.
Kevin Gates. DJ Academics. Great men.
For her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
It's so funny.
You should be acting like Cherokee
took
the
away-
ass.
He goes, do you know who Cherokee the ass is?
He's like that.
She was a great woman.
From the plan. And the plan is everything.
Dev.
If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, babe, let's just go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm not hungry.
She's bringing her drunk friends over and interrupting his shit. That's so annoying.
He's being a little, obnoxious, but yeah, that's
his intentions are right. But he's being like holier than thou about it, which is very annoying.
Out of nowhere, you hear Johnny Depp go like, "Can I have more wine?" He's just there for some reason. He's a part of every domestic dispute in America.
My hand won't stop bleeding. Could I have wine and bandages?
Oh God, this muttering, stuttering bitch. I've been there before.
He goes, Geppetto's trying to sleep, you stupid bitch. Geppetto comes out wearing pajamas. He's like, oh,
he's like, oh,
he's holding a candle on a stick. He's like, what's going on here?
Geppetto's driving the GMC. He was trying to shove her into.
Hell yeah. Good for Majors standing up for himself. Hope he gets away with everything.
Is the commentary on that the video where she chases him, are people saying like, oh, he looks innocent because of this?
Yeah, on Twitter, that's what the consensus
is, yeah.
Good.
Let's see what's going on Twitter with Jonathan Majors. I mean, it's just a lot of people being like, TMZ going crazy today. Shit.
Yeah, what are those people like, dude?
It's Black Twitter. It's a black guy. I was doing a black impression.
A lot of racism on this app.
I don't really know if it's racism.
No, because we have a lot of
killers.
All black people all look the same. There's a lot of jokes of that.
Well, let's do some more, I guess.
And
here, how about this video? Look at this black guy rapping his ass off at the airport, and I love him. And it's not racism if I am enjoying it.
I agree.
This nigga in the hood. Broke bitch want me to save her. Fuck no mommy, you better off saving yourself. I was just stuck in the hood and breaking the crib.
He's doing like a do-si-do. Oh, no.
Kind of slaps.
Niggas know I'm the next one to get rich.
I mean, listen, here's the thing. I know this is annoying, but if this guy was on my flight, I'd go up to him, I'd be like, hey man, like I love this shit. Like you super fly. Like this he goes, I go, this flight gonna be lit. Can I get you also know this is how I'm afraid of flying. When I see this guy in the terminal, I go, there's no way this plane's going down. Yeah. This guy's already done a thing. Like there's already a thing has happened.
Yeah.
There's like, you know what I mean?
I want to see a mashup of him and the Eminem I'm Not Afraid guy.
Yes.
And some like great DJ mixes them together.
That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful.
It's that white guy in the striped t-shirt just takes out his wallet. He's like, just take the money. I don't care. Leave my family alone.
The dude rapping when they let him out of the flight. He walks out of the tarmac into a Chevy Malibu with wings.
Thought I was falling in love. Ha ha ha, I'm leaving you. Get out of your feelings, let's get it together. As soon as we get it, we taking a trip. I think I'm jealous. Soon as she like another nigga, bitch, I'm ready.
See, people need to just start being like, be quiet, dude.
This is what's beautiful about black guys like this. He's using the fact that he knows all these people are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's using it's classic.
He's like a vampire.
It's annoying.
Like it's racist if they tell me to stop rapping.
He's like, do something.
It's also like, what is he hoping to even achieve here?
He's just trying to get off his song, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you.
He goes, yo, man. He's like, let him spit. If I was there and people told me to be quiet, I would be in the back and it would be like a movie scene. It would cut to me and I go, hold up. I go, let him spit.
The air marshal comes over and he's like about to arrest him, and then he hears, he goes, let him spit.
It's like the scene in Walk the Line at Sun Records. Like, have you had one song to prove who to say who you were? What would you sing? What would you rap? And he's like, he's like standing on people's heads in the terminal.
Jimmy Iovine walks over and just shakes his hand, and he's like, hands him a contract.
He goes, you're a defiant one.
What if like security came up to him and they're like, sir, that was incredible. Do you want to fly the plane today?
Honestly, in all honesty, this guy probably works for the airport.
Yeah. It's just Soul Plane 2.
Still kind of mad, but I gotta be honest. The cool on the trip. Somebody saved me. I'm going crazy. Pop me a Percocet 30. I'm dizzy. I need a Lambo.
Honestly not that bad.
No, it's good. That's why it's like he's actually killing it.
Run that shit up. Just don't run up. Nigga, run up. I'm gonna just leave him. I always keep through the night with a gun. Ready to don't even know it's to leave. My life for yours. My life for yours. My life for yours. My life for yours. Niggas be hating, but where was you at? I was sleeping on floors. Sleeping on floors. Going to war. Loading my gun. Ready to score. Mask on.
oh my God.
Here comes
comes the liberal.
Well, they're not, though. Here's the thing that I'm confused by this video. I don't think this is a recent video. I think this must have been in, like, the midst of COVID.
Yeah.
Nobody says put your mask
all
on.
the comments were like, mask? Oh, like, I'm on his side now. Like, and they're even, like, they're, like, racist dudes on Twitter. They're like, I'm actually on his side. Like, fuck these people telling me to put a mask on.
Oh, I didn't realize he was an actual American.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit.
But I'm like, these are all fat white people that don't want to be wearing masks either, but I feel like this must have been in the midst of COVID. It doesn't make sense.
It also explains
no one's
this
saying
kind
that
of,
shit.
It explains this kind of behavior, too. This guy's been cooped up.
He's been
He's
cooped
like,
he's been cooped up.
He's got to go into sicko
He was in his coop.
He finally got an audience.
He was in his coop. Very good analogy. No, he's been in the lab with a pen and a pad, and he needed
the
to
dumbest
spit.
thing I've ever said.
He's been in his coop.
He's been cooped up in his two-door coop.
No, one would say he's been caged.
Oh god.
Woo! Let him spit.
Put your mask on. Don't talk to me like that, nigga. Don't talk to me like that.
Did you hear the white guy go, I ain't no N-word?
Mm-hmm. That, hey.
Are you about to say that kicks ass?
That's what I would have said. I said, sir.
No, you
don't call me.
You wouldn't
I
say
wouldn't
that.
No.
Put your mask on. Matter of fact, I got something out.
It looks like he's arguing with Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He's like, you coward.
You just have to interrupt the music video, and then it stops.
You ain't taking your popcorn forward. I shut up. What? Come on.
You shut your black ass up.
Hey, just have respect.
Oh, he's.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You, fuck me.
I like that even, like, in the midst of this, like, white guy confronting him, he's still kind of code switching. He's like, no, I'm just trying to be for real with you. You didn't hear that? It's, like, unbelievable.
Well, the white guy said that?
Yeah, like, rewind it a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah, he did. He
For
goes,
real, like.
I miss the days when, like, tough white guys.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You, fuck me.
They wear the Jesse James mask.
This is a really crazy guy.
Yeah. He's out of his. He's unhinged.
He's still standing on chairs.
Get off the chairs.
Why is like security?
Just another nigga from out of my city. I don't want to sit there.
I love this guy.
These niggas know I'm gonna blow up as soon as I drop in some rich.
I would have been there popping my pussy, dude.
I would have gone.
Connor's upside down on a wall.
I would have been twerking and shit. I would have gone up to him and be like, they're trying to keep a black man down. And I would have just like been his hype man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I would have been over there like this.
I would have been, I would have had an air horn like, bow, 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 bow.
Still going. While you in your back by the bitch. I gotta tax some of the money while you in your back by the bitch. Niggas ain't getting no money like me. These niggas be recording, baby. Why you worry about me? Nigga, get off your ass and get money. I do not throw it away in the trash. And I don't with the bitch.
People are just bored now. They're like, whatever, let him rap.
You know, it's unfortunate, but you know, it's a law for. I'm an officer, retired officer. When this stuff happens, it's like,
I wish I could have heard the guy filming talk about being a retired officer.
He's like, I'm a retarded officer.
I think we've
yeah, what do we at?
We've done some good work here today.
I think we've done good work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need a pee now too.
I mean, you know, Joey lived.
You survived.
He survived.
I hope that's the actual serial killer. I'm 95% sure,
It's
like I
him,
said.
dude.
You could be on I Survived.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah.
That
So
would
it's
be-
like, I was at Artistic Bury, the dramatic music.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
in a black backdrop.
I just really hope that there's a scenario where, like, you're brought into, like, the court case.
Well, I think they would have me testify.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would.
If it's him, I think they would.
How are you going to testify?
I would come in. I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to be a funny testimony.
Really?
I'll say that.
Can't do that.
I'll do it.
You can't have a funny testemony?
My testimony is going to be very funny because I'll play dumb. I'll be like, I thought this is how you testify. Huh?
What book are you going to swear
Literally
on?
create a character.
I'll
Like, do a
I'll
whole
the Quran.
voice.
I'll do the Quran. I'll keep saying inshallah and like shit like that.
Yeah, you shave your beard like fucking. Yeah.
yeah, I'll get my mustache off.
Yeah.
But no. I'll keep everybody posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Hope to God it's him, because I'm going to look like a dipshit if it's not. But again, quite sure. And I don't bullshit around about stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's him.
It's him. It's him. Exact same body, exact same face, same neighborhood.
Same skin color.
Perfect timing.
It's just, the timing's too convenient.
Yeah.
Everything matches up. I'm going to ID the car, hopefully get some prints, and then we're going to get some confirmation on this thing. Make sure the perp is who we think. I'm going to meet with my detective. We'll probably have coffee.
Well, because
smoke some cigs.
It's kind of
like
nice.
the beginning of training.
We're going to pass a flask back and forth.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to finally be a part of something like this, because we all were kind of disappointed that we never crossed paths with the Tesla Road Rager.
This feels better.
This is way better.
And Dev and I dropped the ball when we had the gun pointed at us. We never showed up to court when we got subpoenaed.
Yeah.
Oh, and God almost killed him.
Yeah, we got Bradley.
God. Yeah. Well,
All right.
anyway, God bless you all, folks.
Oh,
We
by the
love
way,
you.
come to my
on.
show, January 6th.
Yes.
Ticket link is in my bio on Instagram.
Live, laugh, love.
Live,
Oh,
laugh,
it's
love.
Connor's first ever. He's starting his own show. And
Starting
it's
a
the first
monthly
one.
show. It's
And
in
it's
North
on
Hollywood
the
on January 6th.
Anniversary of the
National
best day
holiday.
ever. Yeah.
North Hollywood, January 6th, a historic day that we usually spend, remembering.
We usually spend. I go to Party City and I get a lot of hats and kazoos.
We honor
and
the
whatnot.
heroes of January 6th usually, but now it's going to be at Connor's show.
Exactly.
We'll all be there.
It'll be great. That's
it'll
also
be a party.
Spots will be there.
Anita and Vince are having a party that night.
Yeah,
too.
but I won't make it. I'll make it to after that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go to both.
By the way, Spots will be there.
Hang with me.
Real quick, I want to say Spots, our butler, had something come up. His mom passed away.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
out.
something came up. Spots died. He's dead, so he won't make it.
Spots is alive.
No,
but his
he's
mom.
dead.
So yeah, that was the thing on the last step where he kept being like, I don't know if I can make it. My mom's sick. I need to check on her.
Yeah, so he's out.
And Devan was basically just like, all right, well, choose us or your mom. And then he came here.
Chose his mom.
Butler
Wrong choice.
duty,
I know. So he's kind of on probation with Devan right
Yeah,
now.
ask for time off like immediately. He just got the job.
What is wrong with it?
I was like, I get it, dude.
Tell
a
her
day.
not to die, dumbass. It's like
I was like,
Right.
I was
What
like,
do you
take a
do?
day.
Or let her die. She's dead.
Yeah.
She won't know if you're there or not.
she's being a selfish bitch.
I think that's
so-
crazy.
She's a bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
His
I think.
mom sucks.
Yeah.
No, his mom
dumbass.
was a really nice lady. I think.
No.
According to
No,
what
she's
I've
interrupting
heard.
our shit.
Oh, dude, nice ladies die.
Really? Oh, she a nice lady? She gets in the way of our schedule?
You guys are being crazy and very rude and sick.
Dying is very selfish.
Everybody loves Spots, and for you to treat him like this after his, he was like being so. He was a perfect butler. Butlered his ass off.
He was incredible.
He was amazing.
Stretched in sweat.
That's why I'm upset.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose good help these days.
Well, he wants to come back. He just thinks you're mad at him because he's like.
Oh, no. No,
All right.
I'm not mad. We'll talk it out. We'll talk it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we love you all.
Connor Show, Jan 6.
January 6th.
North
Connor
Hollywood.
Show, North Hollywood.
420 Naughty Boy. Look it up.
429 Boy Instagram. Yeah, link is in the bio.
And rest in peace to Kenny DeForest.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Great comic, great person.
I hope Kane's ghost finally has had enough vengeance and he'll stop.
All right,
following
knock it
you,
off.
killing those that are close to you.
Jesus. You're a bad guy.
No, I'm actually really sorry. What? Tragic.
I got shit.